You know what, just later on. Hello there everyone, my name is Muhammad Putra ALIHAMDANI and I'm from LPBA NURUL Jadid, Karanganyar, Python, Probolinggo, East Java. See audience, I'm really concerned. Do you know this fascinating story called Pinocchio? Well, for those of you who do know that, good. But who don't, you're missing out. But don't worry for one, just sit back, relax and get some snacks. Go get yourself some fish fillet burger or, well, chicken burger. And once you're all done with everyone's favorite perhaps. So with all that being said, enjoy this story. Once upon a time, in small village, there a living kind carpenter named by Gabetu. He lived alone and making doll is daily work. His wife passed away several years ago, so that he could not have son. Yes, right? But at once, he used to hope his wooden doll to be a real baby and live with him. One of his dolls was named as Pino. Huh? Pino? Yeah, that's right. Then the fairy heard his hope while bewitching the doll to have a soul and a life. Along with that moment, the fairy also ordered Cricket to accompany Pinocchio as a friend, every reminder of him. And he said, wow, finally my long-expected dream come. Do you know, this doll can live with me and I name him as Pinocchio. Now acknowledge me as your father, Pino, and I hope you bring much happiness for my life. And to that audience, the fairy replied,
Pinocchio, be always brave, make and good boy for your life. A cricket, I want you to keep him safe and get him well.
At once, Pinocchio made a noise in his room till Gabetu was glad he said his new son, because along he lived, this moment is the best. His expectation came that his doll become alive as his son. Time to time, they spend their time together, while at the moment, Pinocchio felt jealous to the same young boy go to school. He begged Gabetu to allow him to get to school, so and his beg was finally accepted. One certain day, Pinocchio always did a reference to his father. Day by day, the nose of Pinocchio started to grow up, longer and longer. When he told lie to everyone, especially to his father, after he knew that telling a lie made his nose longer, he promised to his father not to tell a lie again. In a beautiful morning, Pinocchio woke to get to school. He heard music which was familiar in his ear. He wanted to watch the show, so he was selling a school book that was given by Gabetu. Before he sold, his cricket had reminded him to not sell a school book, but Pinocchio left his mind behind and hid the cricket behind his head instead. Along the show, he was invited to come on stage. He could make the show amazing, but unfortunately, the showman tricked him till Pinocchio and his cricket were trapped in the showman's magic head. At the moment, the fairy came to keep him safe and begged him to tell the honest story of why he was being trapped. But he lied to the fairy. He told him that he was kidnapped by a villain. Suddenly his nose grew longer, so he realized that it happened because he lied. So he told the real story to the fairy till finally the fairy helped him to be released from the showman. And he said, I'm sorry. Yeah, I will tell you a real story. Firstly, I want to get school. During the trip, I heard the music that I like, and in the end, I sit on the bed they put up to trap me. Come on, please help me to go from this place. I promise to not repeat the dates once again, please. After release from the trip, Pinocchio went back to his home, but Gabetu was nobody there. He saw Gabetu in the sea. When he swam, there was a whale swallowed him. He saw Gabetu was there. They made a fire to go from whale's stomach. And in the end, finally they could go from whale's stomach. And in the end of the story, they went home together. Pinocchio changed into an unusual human. His body was not wood again. Since that moment, Pinocchio never did a mistake again and they lived happily after. Well, we can take the moral value of this story. Small betrayal promise is bad idea because through this, how a big damage is made, then it changes humanity. And the last I say, catch you later.